Alright, hello guys. The Mitch here, and I have just done it. As you can see, I've just reached level 10 on my flower, and in case you don't know what that means I'm done. It's very huge moment for me. It's all been writing down to this moment. I've been grinding this game continuously for the past, I would say, half a year to a year. I've been grinding continuously. Maybe not each and every single day, but more like I would grind for a while, maybe try to at least get levels like how I would do it would be at least two or more promotions each day or each time that I play, and I would set that as a personal rule, and basically I would try to have that rule every time I would go back on GW2. It would be back on for the grind for XP, and the goal, it's a personal goal to get at least 2 promotions for whatever character that I'm playing as, and at least 2 or more, but it's unacceptable to get no promotions. So basically, no less than 1, but at least 2. But sometimes I would do a little bonus grind, a little extra grind, and I would go for beyond my quota, beyond my goal, and at least go for 2 more. So that would be a total of 4 promotions, and I would do it like that, and that's how I've been doing it for the past, I don't know how many months, maybe like a half a year, like I said, and that's how I've been doing it. I've been trying to pace myself because I know something like this takes a long time, and so it's been like this ever since, like, sometime, I don't know, last year sometime, where I returned to the game after being a while away from the game, and at that point I was I had like most of my sunflowers like undone, only a few of them mastered. I had the roses done. I had the chompers done. I had a few of my citrons that I still needed to do. I had all of my cactuses, basically pretty much every cactus that I needed to do. I hadn't had any of those done. And yeah, my corns was complete. My corns was already done. I had those finished already. So I had like a lot left, and before that though, I've already grown from being used to being, I was into the game like some time ago, but it's been a while since then, at least over like a year's worth, I think, that I've been in or maybe not a year, I can't remember exactly, because it's been a while now, but I just remember there being a long break from GW2, and I remember coming back on GW2 and having that determination of, you know what, I'm gonna go through with this. I'm gonna have that determination, and I'm going to set that goal for myself. I'm gonna get this done, So I've been grinding ever since, and as you can see, I am level 54 max. I'm capped now. I had a video, I think, showing me capping my rank, and I also had another video before that showing me when I just got to rank 54, yeah. And so it's crazy. It's crazy. I come a long way, you know. I was nowhere near this level, uh, like half a year's worth back, you know, and seeing myself already there, already after just it's so crazy to me, and that's why I wanted to do this, because I don't know. It's just been my daily thing. It's just been like, it's basically been my, like an alternative, like way of like work or something, as I see as like a legitimate work or like a job or something, because it seemed that way, because it's something that every time you get home you just go straight to GW2 and just go straight to the grind, and just, you know, you keep going, and you just, and it becomes like a daily thing, like a way of life. I mean, as a matter of fact, I've been so into this game. I've been only playing this game mostly more than anything else. Haven't been having as much time for anything else, and that's why I've fallen off a lot of my other games, is because I've been just so just dead set determined, and just to get this done on this game. And I've just been doing nothing but grind for a very long time now, because I really wanted. So there's a lot that went into this. A lot of I don't know, a lot of effort, a lot of sort of like psychological sort of stuff. Sometimes, you know, sometimes it's kind of want to just give up on it because it's so much. It's so much, and I just really wanted to share this moment. You know, I've just maxed out Super Elite level 10 for the Stuffy Flower. This was my very last flower, my very last sunflower, my very last character in general, of all of my characters on both plants and zombies. And I've been waiting for this very moment, and I was already ready to start the recording right when it got to almost level 10. That's when I started it, because I know it was gonna go straight then, and I'll make sure. Another key to leveling up quickly has been the multiplier. Definitely the multiplier. That is very essential if you want to level up quickly. That's a very important thing, is to have this XP multiplier up to max. That's at 2 times. You're gonna always want to have that, and in order to do that, you're gonna need to grind with these quests. These dailies. Make them your dailies. Make sure you fill these quests out for the quest that's for you, of your particular choice. I always go for, however, the way I like to do it is I try to avoid, since I just pretty much do the matches, you know, the main matches, the multiplayer matches, and not so much as the garden ops. I'm pretty sure that's another good way of getting this. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of alternate ways to get XP really quickly. But for me, I've just always preferred to play the matches, the online matches, namely the turf takeovers, because they last longer in general, and they result in you having a lot more coins and a lot more XP throughout that. So those does last a lot. Those are really effective for that, and so I've always been playing those. And so I was always just avoiding the specific things like garden ops or crazy targets range, or graveyard ops, or difficult things for multiplayer, the multiplayer section. But I already have all of those, so that's why that's not available, because I already equipped at all of those and gotten most of those done. And I would also try to stay away from the character, what I call character specifics. Those are ones like this, for example, ones that requires you to complete it as a specific character, aka character specific. Like vanquish 5 zombies while in the Citron's ball farm. And that's because the way I've been doing it is I like to stay as one particular character. The character that I'm leveling up as, that I want to master, that character basically becomes my new main, and I just play as that character each and every single time until that character is completely mastered. And that's how I always do it. And I would move on to the next character. So basically, that's how I've been doing it. And I've been trying to do it in order. So, I mean, it's been, so it's just like the easiest. But I mean, there have been characters that's obviously that I've played before in the past that's already maybe at elite or super elite or something like that, and so I can just I would just maybe skip some certain characters and go straight to the next character that I didn't play with at all. That's still low, and it's been really the case with these with the cactuses. Most majority of those I have not been playing with, and so it was the cactuses I believe before I moved on to the flowers. I saved the flowers last, and I just remember getting those done and really wanting to get the citrons done because I was not a big fan of the citron in combat. Really, when just I don't know, it's not the most, it's not the best. This is not for me. And with combat wise, it's just the way the gun kind of just shoots, or the not really. It's like a laser, and it's just kind of like I don't know. The way this is all over the place. It's just not my particular choice of of weapon in combat situations, and so I was just it was a pain really to get those done. Because it takes such a while, especially with characters that you're not really good with. It's going to take you a lot longer if you're not good with them, or if you just really don't like the particular characters. It'll feel like it's taking forever, and so that's how it definitely felt with a lot of these characters. I know that the Iron one is a lot more better than the other ones. That it's like he has a lot more crazy damage. Is more maybe. Is he like equivalent to the tank commander soldier, perhaps? But I couldn't wait to get the citrons done. But I wanted to save my flowers last because I'm a natural healer. I don't know, but I just have this natural. I don't know. It's been the same way for the zombies. Like I'm just a natural scientist. I just feel like it's my thing. It's my thing to do. I'm always the one who's trying to keep the whole team alive if I could. I'm always trying to revive my teammates, even if I'm being shot to death. Like in the middle of combat, I would still like right in the middle of that try to revive my teammates. Even if I'm not even a healer, I could be just like a chomper or whatever else character, and I would and there's like a big war zone going on, and I would just right in the middle of that try to revive people who are down. So I knew I was just gonna kind of cling with the healers a lot more naturally. That's why I kind of wanted to save the flowers for last for myself. That way I can kind of enjoy it more, because this whole thing, it's been pretty much work. It's been a task. It's been a chore. I don't see it as it wasn't as nearly as like enjoyable. It was more something that just had to be done, and that's how it's been for a while now, because that's all this ever was. When you're trying to grind and trying to get something this like accomplishment that big completed, it's gonna be more of like a chore rather than something that you're generally enjoying. And so I felt like maybe the flowers could be that last thing that I can maybe enjoy right at the end of that, because it's been so long and I've just not been. It's crazy to me, because I forgot how it feels to actually enjoy the game, and it's so weird. It's so weird that this has become the daily, every single day for like a grand total of a couple of years now, excluding the big breaks in between, and this has been the thing that I've been just having determined. When you have something determined on your mind for so long, uh, you kind of like you kind of forget about everything else, and so it feels so bittersweet. It feels so weird now. I just kept wondering, what the heck am I gonna do with myself after this is complete? It's gonna feel so weird because I won't know what the heck to do. You know, it's a weird example or comparison to bring up, but it's almost as if kind of like, I don't know, if you've been like in jail for like, I don't know, the past like 20 years, 15 years, or if you've been in like, I don't know, a coma or something for the past 10 years. Both of those are terrible situations, but but like you coming out of that, and and the world's like completely not what as you remember it. But the thing is, you know, like you just don't, you like, what do I do now, sort of thing, you know, and you don't know what the heck you're gonna do now, and that's how I kind of feel, you know. Because I mean, this has been like the past few couple of years. I've been away from a lot. I've missed out on a lot. I didn't even complete a lot of games like Horizon, RDR2. Oh my god, I didn't even complete. I'm still at the beginning of the story of RDR2. Haven't even got to the middle of that. There's just so many games, you know, that I did not get the chance to really get into because of this. And I feel like a piece of my gaming life is just like gone because of a lot went into this. So, I mean, for a lot of people, it may just be absolutely nothing, no big deal. But for me, this is a pretty big accomplishment because I know how much that went into it, even physically. Sometimes I would be literally like in back breaking pain because I have some back problems, and I could just sometimes I would just play to the point my back can't take anymore, or like I'm having some sort of other physical sort of body aches, really bad body aches, but I mean at some point I don't play non-stop until like I'm basically dying on the floor, but basically you just kind of play for a while with some hours, and then you're at that point where you just cannot continue because the pain, like the back pain or whatever was wrong with you, and but a lot of that it's been a lot of that. It's been a lot of those moments. It's been a long road. I still want to continue making some more points here, but this is the moment right here. I've been waiting for this moment for so long, as I can remember. I've been determined. I've been having that one goal, even more toward the beginning of this game. I remember I really want to get all of these characters mastered, and it's been a while. I've mentioned it to a friend who's already had his characters mastered. He had already been through it, but at that time I didn't know, but I was hoping that there was going to be something if you get all of your characters mastered. And he revealed to me, it was kind of like the worst spoiler of my life. He said, "Nah, you don't get anything." I was like, "No, what?" I was heartbroken. I was hoping that we'd at least get a trophy or something, this would be, I mean, this in of itself, I mean, wouldn't even be worth a gold trophy. This in of itself, in my opinion, would be worth its own platinum trophy. At least I feel so. I mean, that's how it's been for me. It's been a pain. I don't think I've been through much more a more tedious sort of task that feels impossible as this. But I mean, people have different feels on it. So other people could feel like it's been super totally easy. But I mean, that's just my take on this. I'm speaking from my feelings, my opinions, my experience. And so, yeah, I don't know. It's a big bummer, but I continued anyway. I've been through it all anyway because you know what? I got tired of continuing like as like not, and knowing that I have so much left, like so many characters left. I wanted that sort of sense of completion, that sense of I did this, and it's been a while. It's been some years, like I said, and I've obviously thought that over for a long time, and I got to the point where I just wanted to get this done. I just became more and more determined as I realized that how difficult how of a challenge this really is. I really wanted to get that done, and I've been trapped for so long because of that my own rule that I did not want to break. Sometimes I admit that I would break it because of some pesky, players, some opponents would really play just to like annoy you or ruin your day and to start targeting you for no reason and taunting you and just really trying to try to annoy you, and it just makes me kind of want to break out of this character that I'm trying to master and just go as one of my mastered characters that I'm good with, and just just want to break just that temptation, and I would just keep myself leveled. I would keep myself try to keep that control and not break character no matter how badly I wanted to, even if it's a character that I'm not even good with anyway, and like this other mastered rank player just comes along and completely just wrecks you with their OP character, like Toxic Springs or I don't know, a Chomper or whatever, and it would just be the worst feeling ever, especially when you can't do anything about it. And I think that's what also kind of motivated me to continue on with this and to finally get this done. I think that's what helped push me through it. So I think that's actually could be seen as a very good thing. But yeah, here it is. Welcome, Stuffy Flower, to the Hall of Masters, the very last one. Kaboom. I have to say, man, it's bittersweet. It feels mighty strange. It feels mighty weird. Because for the longest time, it's just been this. It's just been just this. To do my dailies, every single thing. And it's just, I play this because it's something that has to be done. And now, after this, in this moment right now, it's no longer where I have to do it, And so it's now, from now on, when I play this, it's just going to be just something that I do for fun. And that's crazy to me, because this is all I've known for so long. But I think this could be a good thing now, because I've really wanted to have this sort of sense of I've done this, I'm done, all the work is done, I'm finally free. That freedom. And that's what I really wanted to do this for. And also to get back at those pesky, annoying players. Well, I was saying, oh, you just wait, buddy. As soon as I'm done with this, as soon as I'm done with these characters, yeah, I'm going to be back. You best believe that. But yeah, it's finally done now. And I just don't even know what to say at this point. This is all I've known. So, now I can finally, it's a good thing because I can finally move on to things that I've missed out on, to other games that I've missed out on, to other content that could have been available, that I've maybe could have done gameplay on or whatnot. I can finally move on. And I think that's what ultimately this was about. Closure, And I now finally have that closure. And now I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do now that I have that. I'm still. It's gonna take some getting used to. But I'm definitely not done. Like as in playing the game. I love this game so much. That's why so much is. Like that's why there's a lot of feels and emotions going into it. But I'm definitely gonna be playing this game uh, every here and there when I want to have a good match, just for the enjoyment of it. And I'll for now on I'll be able to have that freedom of being able to play as whatever I want, and not being stuck or trapped as one particular character that I can't break free from, you know. Because I mean that's the way to do it. That's really the way to do it. Is staying true to that. You know, when you're one character and you're really trying to level up, you stay with that character, and if you're always playing as that particular character, you have no choice but to level up that much more faster. At that same time, when you have the multiplier to max, that's the way to do it, man. And that's been the last few years for me. So now I can finally move on. It's weird, man. It feels like the end, in a way. But I know it's not gonna be the last that I play it. But it feels like, yeah, it feels like the end. It feels like everything is gonna be changed, like be different now. But I mean, I'm not sure if anybody else has been that deep into this as I've been. I'm not sure if it's been like that for anybody else. But that's what this game means to me. And it was worth it. I feel like it was worth it. But there's definitely going to be, this will not be the last of the GW2 gameplay. There's going to be more at some point where I'm like playing the game and just maybe enjoying it, and maybe I can have some gameplay, something like that. But yeah, for now, this is pretty much going to be it for now, for a while. I'm going to start moving on to new things now. But yeah, as I said, it's going to be really weird because I don't know what the heck I'm going to do now, because this is all I've ever known. This one game. And so it feels so weird, man. I'm not going to get all sappy and emotional. Not going to do that. I'm not going to cry. Not going to do it. But I wanted you guys to tell me your thoughts on this. What's your experience has been with this game or any other game where it's been like similar to this, you know, where it's been similar to how I described this. I want you to let me know that in the comments down below. I really want to get all of the points out that I wanted to make, and I think I've done that. If there's anything else, maybe I'll probably mention it. I'll probably can add it some point later in the description or whatnot. But yeah, for now that's going to be it for this. I hope you guys enjoyed sharing this kind of special moment with me. If anybody out there wants this and has resonated at all with this, then thank you very much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys actually showing more support. And it's been as much as I've ever seen before on this channel, and it's quite overwhelming, you know. But I'm not gonna get emotional, like I promise. No, I'm gonna get emotional, but yeah, thank you guys very much for this. And I don't know, I feel like renewed. You know what? The best comparison, the best sort of example would be at the end of that old classic movie, one of my all-time favorite childhood movies, Kazam, with Shaquille O'Neal, and I forget his name, the kid actor. I forget his name, but yeah, it was pretty much like that. Where at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, the movie is very, very old. But at the end of that movie, he was basically, him being a genie. Shaquille O'Neal played as Kazam, the genie. Instead of a lamp, he was trapped in a boombox. But it's been a prison for him for millennia, for ages. And at the end of the movie, he was finally freed. He became a jinn, and he was free. He you know, he was no longer bound to those, you know, to those chains, you know. And I feel exactly like that. I feel like Jin now, and I feel free. So, but anyway, that's gonna be all for this gameplay. There's gonna be much more to come, much more content, much more newer content. There are a lot of games, newer games that I own now. On There's some that was free, some that I got, but there was because there's a lot of games that's been for PlayStation Plus. We've been having a lot of like special stuff and exclusives and whatnot. A lot of not to mention the free games that was on PlayStation Collections on PS5, and there's a lot of them. And yeah, you guys are in for something, you know. You're gonna see that. You're gonna see a lot of some more of these first impressions. So I recommend checking out my first impressions playlist, because that's where all the new stuff. That's where all the new games that I play for the very first time. That's the place to go to see all of that. So check out that playlist, and make sure you stay tuned on the channel. Make sure you subscribe so that you can see when it happens, because it's gonna be more of those games. Now that I'm free from this, I can finally come up with more things. I can finally move on. So make sure you stay on the lookout for that. I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay, or much less gameplay, more of me just rambling on. But I hope you guys, and nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy, then please make sure you leave a like on the video, share with your friends, and subscribe for more content that is definitely on the way. I love you guys. Love you all. With that all being said, I am the Mitch. You're watching the Mid Zone, and I'll catch you guys in a new video. Later.